Yeah, so finally
Yes,
we are here. So hello
yes,
on Friday Permaculture Vibes.
yes. Welcome and watch, learn, and grow.
Yeah. Uh, Today I'm going to speak with you about seeds and how to grow trees, bushes from seeds. Because for some seeds it's kind of time to start. So that's why I choose this time to share with you. And I have lots of seeds for you, and I will show the seeds, and we will talk about about them. And also, I will give you some maybe rules about how to grow them and where to collect them and how to store them, because it's important. Some seeds needs, for example, dry place to store. Some seeds needs to be in wet place. So it depends. Like in permaculture, it depends. And you can see on my table some seeds. This is fruit trees and fruit cone with how to say it, nuts, right? Or seeds, edible seeds inside. This is plums. This is peaches. This is almonds. And they are all together because it's one group of seeds which like to be in a dry place. So I store them like this. They are dry, and they need just dry place and yeah, and not so hot temperature, about 10, 15 under degrees.
Okay, and this you say it's for nuts, right?
This is a group of the seeds. They need to be just in dry place. And this is berberry seeds from berberry bush, and you can see they are with like with fruits. Actually, they are inside the fruits, and they are wet.
Okay.
And I also have lavandula seeds. It's here. You can see they are very small.
And like, how do you? Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, when do you know? Like, I didn't know lavender seeds. Like, when do you know when it's ready to be harvested? Like, is it like it's in the flower, right? And
Usually, when the plant is, you can just check the branch. If you can break the branch, it's ready. It's totally dry, and you can collect them.
okay, and this goes for all the plants, or is like specific to some of them?
No, not for all the plants. It's mostly about very tiny seeds, because
Okay.
these seeds will be in fruits, and you just need to like eat the fruit and collect the stones.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Only it will be like group of almost all fruit trees except cherry tree, because when you eat cherry you need to put cherry stone right in the wet place, so they need to be wet all the time. The same with these seeds. They are still kind of wet inside the berries.
okay.
Yeah. And we also have this group of seeds. It's legumes, I hope in English, right? Yeah. And they have very hard skin. And I will tell you about them, how to prepare them for sowing. And
Okay, so
you can see,
sorry.
yeah. And
So
you can
this
see,
one you pardon.
yeah.
Sorry.
What do you want to ask?
Yes, I want to ask like for the cherries and this hard one. So you soak them for how long time? Like usually.
For cherries, you don't need to soak them. You just eat the fruit,
The fruit?
and then put it in the wet place. So you put the seeds and you put moth. Moth, it will be the best, like best
environment.
color. Yeah,
Yes,
environment
okay.
and color for them.
So,
you can buy like moth from the shop, and you can just collect it in the nature.
Okay, and so like in this kind of, for example, this kind of little pots, is that okay to put the seeds in and just keep it wet also?
Yes.
Okay.
You can see here, you can even not find seeds, but it's a moth with seeds together and it's wet. And some seeds could be like this 1 year, 1.5, 2 years. For example, here is Taxus. It's a Latin name, I don't know the name in English. It's evergreen plant. And they just need to be in wet space around 2 years, and then they will grow. And if you keep them like this, it's not possible for them to grow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 2 years.
Some seeds I just keep like this in the plastic bags and with moth inside.
Okay, yeah. And you say some of them has to stay for 2 years in the moss.
Yeah, for Taxus, yes. Not for all the seeds. Most of the seeds, they have different like time when they can grow. For this group of the seeds, it will be 6 months. They need to be like in dry place, and then they can grow. For tiny seeds like this another group like lavandula, hibiscus, or some other. It's an ornamental grass. I don't remember the name. They can grow right away. So you just need to put them in the soil, water them, and they can grow. It's not possible, for example, for this group of plants, and it's also not possible for this group of plants. And for legumes group, they need a special kind of preparation before they will go to soil.
Wow. Many different personalities of plants, and it's crazy to know that we need to wait for 2 years for some of them. It's kind of a long-term work, and like kind of you feel like I would feel like an alchemist somehow to keep my little seeds for 2 years, and yes, being patient for this to grow. It's crazy. I love it.
Yeah, some of them need this. Okay, let's go to the board, and I will talk with you about when we actually where we can find the seeds, because for me it's really like easy, even not buy them, but just find them in the nature.
Yes, it's really interesting to be able, I think, to go around and forage, right, some seeds.
So let's imagine we have seed, right? And we will talk where to find them.
So now you've been around Avnø, and like you could find some of the seeds.
How to store them? Actually, we already talked about it, yeah, there is a different kind of like space for them. They can be dry, and they then can be wet. So it depends. Usually, you can find this information in internet or because it's very difficult to describe all the plants. But usually, if you ask how to store, how to prepare for sowing, you can find this information for exact plant. So it could be dry or wet. Where to find the seeds? Of course, the most strong plants, it will be local plants. And also plants maybe not local from nature, but from your neighbors, from your area, let's say. Because if they grow good in the garden close by, so it's obvious that they will grow good in your garden also. So you can just look around, and you just need to have this focus. Or I want to collect some seeds. Usually it's in the autumn when we can collect them, and when they are ripe, when they are ready. So so it will be just around. And another option is to visit parks or botanical gardens. It's more in the botanical garden, you kind of don't allow to collect the seeds.
It's kind of an anarchist permaculture.
If they are just on the soil and nobody used them, why we cannot create biodiversity around? So sometimes I do it. I just collect some seeds from the botanical gardens.
Yes, if they are on the ground, or I think it's definitely okay. I mean, yes, and so you said autumn is the best season for collecting the seeds, and you also said that we can ask our neighbors, and I think this is definitely great idea also to collect some informations from them, because they know how to grow these plants, if these plants grows in their normally in their garden. So, and it's also good for social permaculture, which is another branch of permaculture design, and it's so important also to have a network around you where you live. Yes.
I agree with you. It's a good idea to just have some exchange and to share seeds between each other.
Yes.
Store them, how to prepare them. Of course, you can buy the seeds also, but just the last option.
So let's say you harvested your seeds, and when you say you prepare them, it's like you prepare them for, we talked about storage and how we store them. How is it for you to prepare them now?
Because some seeds, they need preparation. Let's go to the seeds again, and let's see. This group of the small seeds, they almost don't need preparation. They just need to be sown, and it's all for them. But for this bigger one, they need at least soaking in the water, so they will grow. So you need to put them in the water and change the water every day and keep them like this, 3-5 days. So they soak water. And then you can put them, and they also need some time to be in a wet place also. So it takes about 2 months. So you just need to soak them, and then you put them in the moth, for example, and maybe it could be soil, or maybe it could be also sand, and you put them in the fridge, and they will be in the fridge about 2 months, and then you can put them in the soil.
Okay, so first we put them in the water for 3-4 days, then we put them in some moss or soil or sand, and then we put them into the fridge for 2 months, for the big ones.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, exactly.
Woohoo! Okay.
Yeah. Now you know.
Yes, I get the system.
Yeah. And let's go to this group of seeds, legumes, and you can see that small one, and this is also small one and bigger one, but the skin is too hard and they will not grow even if you put it in the water. So that's why we need to do scarification for them. Scarification means that we need to break the skin. And you can use something like this to break the skin, and you need to do it like until you will see like white. I haven't done this. You need to do more, and
So
it's kind of hard process, and long process. So usually we don't use the tools. We just use hot water.
Okay.
Boiled water actually, and you just put the seeds in the cup and put boiled water, and the skin will break in the just because of the temperature, because it's not possible like to damage lots of seeds. It's too much work. So that's why usually I use hot water for this. It also works.
Okay, like to soften their skin, and then like the skin goes away, or you still need to scratch them.
And then seeds have opportunity to grow. Yeah. So this process we'll call stratification, when you just put seeds in the sand or soil, doesn't matter, and put them in the fridge. It calls stratification. This damaging of the skin calls scarification. Yeah. And actually, it's all you need to know. You just need to find the information about the exact plants, and then you can do it.
Okay. And you said so scarification is for these legumes that are too hard, and you said stratification is?
It's keeping seeds in the wet, cold place, like in the fridge. When you just keep them, you don't put them in the soil, in the pot, for example, or in the bed. You just put them in the fridge, and you kind of imitate winter for them. Because in nature, it means for seeds, in the nature, it means that, now it's winter, and after winter, I can grow. Sometimes if it's not winter, some seeds will not grow because they think, it will be cold again.
Okay.
So they will wait until winter, and then
then it's ready. Time's up. And
so I'm going to put these guys from the corns, and also these guys in the wet, like in the fridge, with wet moth right now, because it's kind of time. They will grow like 2 months, like February, March, and they will grow in April. It's what I want from them.
Okay.
And that's how you can create your own nursery. And you can use garden beds, or you can use pots. Usually if it's very tiny plants and very expensive seeds or plants, and you just need to take care of them, you can use pots for them. And if you have lots of seeds, you can just put them after all of this preparation, you can just put them in the garden beds, and wait until they will grow.
Okay. Okay. Or you can also use this kind of like little ones, and I believe like put them, some of them needs to be in the warmth, right? And then put them, also it decompose the cardboard of the paper toilet, decompose and then nourish also the seeds and the sprouts, I guess.
I'm not sure I understood. What do you mean?
I mean, like you said, that the seeds, we can put them into, when we did all the process and they are ready to be sown, we can put them in some pots or in the garden beds. But some of them we can also use this paper toilet cardboard, so
Okay.
that you just like cut behind and make this little, yes, like kind of pre.
Kind of.
Hmm?
I mean, you want to use them like small pots.
Yes, exactly. And then the sprout will, then when you put this one in the soil, it will decompose with the cardboard and it will nourish the sprouts, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, yeah. Actually, when we when we are talking about fertilizing, usually seeds, the first year they don't need so much, at least nitrogen. They don't need so
Yeah.
much nitrogen because they need to just make a roots and kind of settle in the soil. And yeah, but from the next year they need fertilizer.
More fertilizer. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, it's kind of all I want to say for today. And yeah, Victoria, do you have questions? Do we have questions from our guests?
Yes, you can ask questions anytime. I think I asked all my questions on the way. That's so interesting to think that we can start to go around and take the seeds that are ready and making our nursery home. So yes, thank you for all these information.
It's just more sustainable way to like to use
Yeah,
seed section.
and it's definitely more logical because, as you said, if it grows around, then we can grow it also because it's already in the environment, so it's already used to be in this context, the plants. So
Yeah, and you also can observe the forest in the spring when there will be no snow. You can find also some seeds there. For example, around oak tree, around maple tree, you can find the seeds, and they already went through natural stratification, and some of them could be with small roots. And you can just collect them. They kind of, you don't need to do for them all of this preparation. You can just collect them from the forest.
That's so nice. Yes, they already have been in the fridge, the natural big fridge.
Yeah.
That's so good. Okay, super. Then
we already have a teacher for our permaculture course, which will start tomorrow. Yeah, and I'm looking forward for this course. Yeah, so please join. I think we will share some, maybe next Friday we will share some live streaming from the course. Yeah, for our guests.
yeah, it's definitely a great idea. And I know it's Charlotte, right? Charlotte Lou, who is a permaculture teacher coming in Avnø now. And she's great. I did my permaculture design with her, certificate with her, and that's great. I enjoyed a lot, so that's very great. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so see you next Friday.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everybody, and see you next Friday, and have a super wonderful permacultural week. Yes.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, hi, Helene. Bye.